So we're back with day 9. I really need to get like an intro, but that also sounds like more work. Not gonna lie, kind of forgot I had to record a video today, so this is what we like to call a little bit of a speed draw, um, or a sped speed draw if you want to call it that. I really didn't know what I wanted to draw, so I just kind of started drawing a dude, and we just kind of took it from there. Generally, I think the anatomy of this turned out pretty good. It's just there's just kind of a lack of creativity. Um, I don't know, because all I was thinking, because I saw a really good Hikari edit right before this, so of course if you know, you know. I mean, like it's the very fun one where it's for the next 4 minutes and 11 seconds, this dude's an absolute freak or whatever. You know the one. So I was thinking of that pose, um, for this. Drew him with a little hat because hat. I don't know. I wanted to make it feel a little more distinctive. Generally, I think I don't know. He kind of almost felt like a total drama character, and then I was gonna draw him with like a buddy, but then I was like, oh, this actually isn't a full like picture at this point, right? Because I was like, now I actually need to draw like two other people, or else this doesn't really make sense. Or I would have to draw a background, and I was like, oh, I actually don't feel like doing either of those things. Even though this guy looked fine, I ended up just kind of doing like a general character drawing of the guy, which I think turned out fine. Like I don't know, it's okay. It's just kind of like one of those things. It's like, this was definitely was not like a peak of creative potential. But tomorrow, be on the lookout because let's just say boy's gonna be off work, and we'll be getting into it, right? But that's for tomorrow. I don't know. I'm trying to think of characters that I actually enjoy drawing. Maybe I don't know. I don't want to spoil it. But yeah, as you can see here, he was drawn fine. It was just kind of one of those things where it's like, okay, now what do I do with like the rest of these characters? You know, they're just kind of all sitting there doing nothing. I don't know, dude. JJK's been on my mind for the past like ever. It's like kind of a problem if I'm being honest. Yeah, no, because that's the thing. Like, I know everything that happens in the story. I just do not care enough to read the manga, and I know I'd like it. That's the worst part. It's like I know I would like the story and like rereading it, but it's also like, dude, I got to get through all the parts I already know what happens, because that's what sucks when you watch like an anime. You're like, oh, okay, now I'll go read like, I'll go read the manga. You're like sitting there, like, oh yeah, I kind of already know what happens in these like the first however many chapters. Also, dude, I don't know what it was. I could not get this guy's feet right. All right, dude, I don't know. His feet are just like freaky like that, but could not do it. So I do think in the final pose he looks a little better, but it was definitely a fight, and I was definitely not winning. I don't even know if I won at the end. Yeah, I guess you can let me know in the comments below. But yeah, no, yeah, no, you can see we got some Looney Tunes ass legs kind of going here. Just because again, see, fun fact, you actually have to like know where the hips are to know where the feet go. It's like this crazy little thing. The top 10 secrets artists don't want you to know. Do you know? Because I was trying to look up like art videos yesterday. It's like, oh, let's see what the other people in the world are into, right? And all these people, I'm like, oh yeah, this is why my series is learning how to draw and not knowing how to draw because those people are good at art. Like I'm looking at all like because I just look like speed drawing and that kind of stuff, just like the stuff I do. Right? And I'm just like, oh, they're good at drawing. They also have like a lot more time to spend, which I think helps. All right, I think those I think those people, because they have 8 hours to spend on a single piece of fucking art, maybe that's why it looks better. And, see, this is what we like to call it cope because it's like, oh yeah, I can't draw that well. Obviously, it's because the guy had more time than me. To be fair, I do all of these videos like an hour, unless it's like, one of the real fun drawings. In that case, I'll probably I don't know, like because the longest I've spent on one of these videos is like 3 hours. But I know that that's like not common. I know people spend like 7, 8 hours drawing, and it's like I don't know. I would need like some I need like like the like Subway Surfers gameplay underneath. Like I can't. can't sit still like that for that long. And I really hate having to come back to a piece of art. I don't know. There's just something. It just feels so incomplete. Like I don't want to like. I think it's just I'm just so impatient. You know. Uh, but now looking back on it, this guy kind of looks like what's the one guy from King of the Hill? You know. I don't know. If I think of it, it'll come to me. Dude, I don't know. I could never get into that show. King of the Hill is one of those only where it's like this is objectively a good piece of media, but God, I don't really I don't care for it. I hate it when that happens because like it's kind of the same way that I view a lot of shows where it's like I know I would like this, but I ain't watching all that, right? Because like I don't know. What is also just as fun is hating on stuff that I haven't watched at all. Like I will be an avid hater of One Piece till the day I die. Never watching that shit. Man, I keep seeing Bleach edits and it makes me really want to watch that show, but God, I don't want to watch it because it's just like, dude, like can I feel like we can kind of get on with it, kind of thing, where it's like I feel like I already get it, Orange Man, orange hair man, like the guy that the he looks like the guy from Blue Lock. Yeah, that guy goes and he bankais all over the place or something like that. I know it has the same problem that I had with Naruto, where it's like he's the specialist, most pretty princess, where he has like his bloodline made like the perfect child, which I think is so silly. But I think it's silly that like somebody is like the uber super luber special child, and then like they're not treated in the same way that like somebody like Gojo is treated. We're like, oh, I should kiss the ground you walk on because it's like I feel like that's a much more reasonable reaction, right? I don't know. I don't know. That's more of a gripe with storytelling. In terms of this, I did have to tone down the muscle mass, which I mean, I hate doing because I think it's stupid. I think everybody should just put on more weight. I shouldn't have to, put on. I shouldn't have to make my characters have less muscle. They should just, put on more weight. So yeah, no, he's a little skinny guy, which is not my forte. Yeah, no. So again, his name is Steve, mostly because I don't know. He just kind of looks like he could talk my ear off about gas prices, and he really loves baseball. Which, to be fair, fucking hate the sport of baseball. That shit sucks ass. Um, but yeah, no, little Mr. Steve here. Again, he looks fine. Again, this is more just like a non-creative thing where it was just like, oh yeah, I have to draw today. Which like that's the point of the series. It's more just for me to draw and to think about drawing. So again, none of these are like bad. Like I wouldn't hate it. I mean, I think the shorts are kind of poorly colored. I think the cross is a little too big on the bottom one. Some of the shading's off, and so some of the clothing. But again, most of that's just like, I needed something to fill the middle, and I didn't feel like drawing another full person. But I mean, outside of that, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, no. So thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you tomorrow, where I'll probably have a much better image to show you. Let you know it. See ya.